Thanks to Vernal for sponsoring this video. So, another office tour video, desk tour video. I also want to show you guys my studio because I have changed everything up in here. Like, it is completely different to my last office tour video, showing you my desk setup and stuff. Mainly because I'm still not sure on exactly how I want this room to look. At the same time though, I remember when I first started, I wanted to make it so that I can change it whenever I like. I like changing myself, so I like changing where I place things. I like trying different things. It just keeps it fresh for me rather than keeping everything in the same place. So let me show you around and let me show you the changes that I've made so far. So as you come in, the door is behind me. This is the room. The room is 3.5 meters by 3.5 meters in size. Ignore the light. I have the light here because obviously I'm shooting some stuff, but that light moves because it's on wheels. But as you can see, I have completely rearranged the layout of this room. Before, the desk was over there in that corner, sort of facing towards the window, and my gaming desk setup was also white. Now it's a Vernal desk. So everything in here is from Vernal, all the desk setups and the side cabinet you'll see in a second. I have changed the rug completely. So I mentioned in the previous video that I wasn't too sure about the rug. I've got a darker browny coffee colored sort of rug. I kind of wish it was even darker, but at night it is really, really nice, especially when it's dark. It's really, really nice. A lot of the shots you're going to see are mainly going to be in the dark, mainly because it looks better in the dark when I'm filming stuff. Like, it just does, the lighting just is better because I can control it. Anyway, we'll start with my gaming setup here. I have a Vernal desk. So those cables down there that you can see, that's the best I can do really. I can't actually manage them anymore because they need to dangle down for the plug and for the Ethernet cable. This is a Vernal desk, standing desk. To be honest, when I'm gaming, I'm usually not standing. I usually just scoot my chair over to my gaming setup. I have the LG 32-inch OLED monitor here, the one that has the dual mode where it goes between 240 Hz and 480 Hz. I have my gaming PC here. This is the Deepcool CH160 mini ITX case. It's so small. As you can see, doesn't take up too much room at all. Has a 4080 Super in it. And I can't remember the processor. I think it's a 7800X3D. Have a G Pro wireless mouse from Logitech, and I also have the Wooting keyboard. Let me move these actually to make them a bit more uniform. The reason why my keyboard was all the way back there is because obviously my arm is resting on the table and I need the keyboard far back. I also have the Logitech MX Creative Console here, Nomad wireless charger for my phone. I really like this setup. For gaming, it's fantastic. And the desk itself, as you can see, is actually quite deep. And that is ideal for me because I like to rest my arms on the desk when I'm gaming, and it also helps with the distance from the monitor. This is a 32-inch monitor, and when you're quite close, it actually feels really big. So I like to sit far back from it. I also have a Vernal side cabinet here. Let me move this tripod out of the way. I just simply use it for storage. So if I open it up, you'll be able to see I have like cables and other random things in here. And this is quite deep in here actually. I have some stuff in here. Oh, these are cool by the way. I would highly, highly recommend these. So these are just simply plastic boxes from IKEA, and they're see-through. And I specifically chose them to be see-through so that I can see what's actually in the box. So this is just my cables box basically. So whenever I need charging cables or anything, I can see what's in the box without actually having to open a lid or whatever else. I have my Meta Quest 3 there, which is incredible by the way. I have tried the Apple Vision Pro, but the Apple Vision Pro is like 10 times the price. So this I think is really good value for what you get. I have a large, huge window here letting in a lot of natural light, which is fantastic in the day right now. I feel like it doesn't actually make it ideal for filming though, because everything is lit up. But when I'm working here in the day, having all this natural light come in is such a nice experience. And then if we move over to my main desk setup, we can see that I have a corner desk. So let me move this over like so. This is a desk from Vernal. It is a L-shaped corner desk. You can have it in two different configurations. You can have it so that it's the left side or the right side. I went with the left side. Initially, I was actually going to put this desk over there in that corner, but I ended up deciding just to leave it here because I think it makes more sense, really. I still get a lot of the natural light, so I can look outside, but then I don't have a bright light behind the screen, which when I'm doing like video editing and stuff can actually sometimes be distracting. When I'm video editing in the day, I end up actually shutting the curtains, closing the curtains, so that I have full darkness in here. This desk is incredible, by the way. Like, standing desk, of course. If I press the button, the whole thing comes up. And I feel like it's just insane. Like, this is heavy as well. This is a very, very heavy desk. You definitely need two people to put it together. It's a very heavy duty desk, but absolutely incredible. Like, the quality, the fit and finish. It's not real walnut though. It's like a walnut veneer, but I think that's okay. I'm happy with the walnut veneer because if it was real walnut, it would be even more heavy. It would be absurdly heavy. My setup currently still consists of the Pro Display XDR, and I have this new monitor shelf here. I'm not too sure about the monitor shelf yet. I might actually put the monitor on a monitor arm or put the monitor maybe underneath the shelf because I found it's a little bit too high. But I'm trying it, testing it, see what it's like, because having the monitor shelf is obviously very useful for being able to put things above and below. It gives me more room for stuff like my Thunderbolt dock and my Mac Mini over there, which I recently got. It's funny, I bought that and I'm not even actually using it. I still obviously use my MacBook. Yeah, this setup here is incredible, absolutely incredible. You can see my subwoofer down there as well. Very happy with this setup so far. I think it just works really well. If we go back to what else is in my setup, I have the Audioengine A2 speakers here, which are incredible. I have them on speaker stands as well. Like I said, I have the CalDigit dock, and I also have a Nomad charger here for my Apple Watch, phone, and AirPods. I have my MacBook here. This is the new M4 Max MacBook Pro, which I only got last week. I'm testing it out. I will have a review on this very soon, so make sure to watch out for that. But so far, very, very good. I mainly got it because I needed more SSD storage. My M1 Max MacBook Pro, which is here, which is going to be going up for sale actually. I do need to sell that. It's like there was no problems with it. I just needed more SSD storage mainly when I'm on the go because I didn't want to carry around external SSDs. This is my mic kit actually. Let me close that so you guys can see the stand. I'm using a Native Union laptop stand here. Very high quality laptop stand. And I think it fits the rest of the setup quite well. The black and walnut vibes. Then I also have my iPad Pro. This is the M4 iPad Pro. Crazy how there is an M4 chip in an iPad. And then I have the Logi, I can't remember what it's called, the Litra Beam LX, I think it is. Yeah, the Logi Litra Beam LX. You can change the colors and stuff. You can see it's red and white right now, but you can change the color on top to whatever color you like. If you like RGB, you can have that. I currently have it as red. I think it looks quite nice, gives it some nice mood lighting in here. And then this side here, obviously I just have my cameras. So it's nice having this section here because it almost acts like another sort of workspace desk setup where I can just put stuff that I don't actually need in front of my computer. So when I'm working on something, I can just put it here. I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to move to another desk or I need more space or whatever. I can just put whatever I need to put here. I'm still trying to figure out what I should do with it, but I think I will just keep it as like an open space where I can put stuff, I can work on stuff without it taking up my desk space where my mouse and keyboard are. The artwork that I have there is from Poster Lad, just a poster I got from him. He has some awesome designs. And then I do have another poster down here of a Daytona, a Rolex Daytona that's sort of taken apart. Probably actually should put that on the wall. I think that poster there looks really good though. I'm happy with that on the wall. I should probably also put some art maybe on this side as well. What I also like to do is I like to avoid using the light up here because obviously it looks terrible. So I always like to use lamps and stuff. So I have this lamp here, which is like, it's like battery powered, but you can see it's plugged in right now. I also have a light on top of this monitor, a light bar on the top of this monitor. And then of course I have the Logi Litra Beam over here. And then I have another Govee floor lamp here. I think having lighting like that really makes a big difference to the space at night. It just makes it feel a lot cozier, makes it feel a lot more, I guess a lot less sterile. because obviously all the walls in here are white. So I don't want to actually paint them. I want to keep them white, but I want the furniture, I want the accessories, I want the curtains, I want all of those to instead have the color and bring sort of darkness and I guess coziness to the room. For the month that I've had this set up, very, very happy with it. I'm sure it will change again though. Like, I love changing things around, so probably won't be like this forever, but this sort of L-desk shape, this L-desk design, corner design, it's just awesome. I might actually even move the monitor to the corner over there. We'll see, I haven't decided yet. Now let me show you the studio. So the studio is in the room next door. This is the studio room. This is where you guys see me record a lot of the videos, the A-roll for the videos and the B-roll as well actually. Yeah, this is another room which is 3.5 meters by 3.5 meters. On the left, we have a shelving unit, which I use for sort of background and stuff. I think it just looks quite nice. You can see I just have a random IKEA unit here, which actually needs to go out. Have some lighting. Again, a lot of natural light coming in. And then I have this desk here with the Vivo shelf that I mentioned in my previous unique desk accessories video. So this is awesome because of course I have the light up here, I have a light here, I can record any B-roll or whatever I need to for videos here. Acts as a nice sort of studio space, studio setup for when I need to record some stuff. I have my camera trolley here for mounting my camera on, being able to see myself, and it also acts as like a station for all my camera stuff. And then I also have another desk here on wheels, which I primarily use for the A-roll setup. Anyway, that is the studio setup. There's a lot of echo in here, isn't there? I need to deal with this echo.